Hello everyone, today we're going to be reviewing Global Esports versus Damwon Gaming on Ascent as requested from Hellranger. So let's get into it. For some reason the map starts from here, so I missed the first 20 seconds, but it looks like Global Esports have gone for an A push, so they should be playing retake on B. So it's just about seeing like how good their retake B is.
Okay. A quick pace here. Just
that mic is
there we go. Red team here on the red side.
Alright, so let's see how Global play this. So they're setting up. They've got double A main flank, which is super good. The Killjoy turret doesn't spot them either. So it's all about these CT players staying alive, waiting for the flank to come in. So the shock dart comes in. Oh, it's not too bad of a shock dart, really. It's going to be the recon coming in. I think it gets broken. I'm going to lower this down a bit because I don't want the sound. Alright, so the breach Kaboom comes in on the left side. I actually don't think that Kaboom's that good, because it kind of forced him off the angle. But it kind of worked. I like this. I like the use of the Astra Smoke on the right side. I think generally when you're doing your retakes, you do want a piece of utility in one of these spots. And the right side is probably the best spot, because it means that people can't swing you as you're coming out the stairs and like facing this angle. I don't know where the breach stun went across, but I think if the breach stun went across like this, it could have been kind of juicy, you know, because I think the breach flanked with the Astra, but you might not have had it, or you might have done that. So if so, well, good job. But I think the retaking on B is pretty sound on pissed around. Let's see what you do this round. So you're 1-0 up, and bear in mind you're against a Sova and Sky comp. Okay, so they're going to be going for quite a lot of info using their drone and their dog and stuff. So it's going to be harder for Rossi to find kills. So they dog up middle instantly, but they also they fake smoke the middle, smoke off the short. So generally when teams are kind of doing this sort of pressure, it does mean a B split. Okay. So I'm not entirely sure how this dude died. How did he die there? Oh, so the Damwon actually forced back and just sprayed Kappa. So that could have been an anti-strat, knowing that Kappa likes to play there. That's quite funny that happened. But yeah, just be careful. If teams are doing this, Rossi, you need to not be getting caught off guard here. Like, teams will abuse you if they're like droning or dogging up middle. And then they're obviously set up for a B split, so it's about how the A guys react now. And pushing off short is not too bad, but the CT guy dies and the market guy dies, so I mean the whole kind of hold is dushed. So I think generally Astra should have a star in main. Always have a star in main. I think that will help you quite a lot. Mainly because it's a bit difficult for Astra to be putting stuff mid-round, you know? And the star in main means that like you can instantly smoke, and it means that the market guy has an escape, you know? So I think that could be quite good for you. That's like something we do in ranked and whatnot. Ideally your teammates would be like calling for the util, but at the same time it's just nice to have one there just in case, you know? Because you never know what happens. And you ended up losing this round, so you got caught off by the force buy. But looks like Rossi's bought an operator here, but I don't think you'll find much success with it, so it's all about whether you're going to save it this round. Fast dog into A main. Right now their dog is like leading the play. Into a... Is that your Killjoy Oi? No, that's their Killjoy Oi. Oh man, my graphics is so low. Am I on the right? Oh no, I am. So the execute comes out. Rossi actually manages to find a kill in the heaven face here, which is pretty good. But... And then you both just die. So let me just have a look at the hole quickly, because the Astra didn't have... So Astra's only got 1 star here and then 1 star on the right. So you're kind of using your two... You're probably using smokes and smokes, okay? You do actually manage to put down a star here, which is good. So that star should turn into a drag. So let's see. Oh, it is a drag. It might be a bit early here, right? They've ultied. And you've already used your suck and your smoke. So generally you need to be waiting. It's only 6.9 seconds right now. I think the rule is 4 seconds is when the enemies will come in. You know, look here, 4 seconds. And they start coming in around now. That's generally the rule that I say. So you need to make sure your utility is kind of saving it for that 4 seconds. Killjoy Nano here. So we had double Killjoy Nano set up with the turret. But it looks like the Killjoy Nano doesn't find much success. Maybe the positioning of it isn't great. Maybe you threw it on the fly. But it didn't actually do much damage to this guy. Golu gets taken out anyway because the smoke mid-side. I think that could be your smoke. I'm not sure. But Rossi finding 1 kill was big. That is your smoke. So your smoke just gives them kind of more cover. I think... It's hard to say, really. I guess because they had ulti, you wanted to hide. But I think generally the pathing of teams, especially if they ulti, you're stuck here. So ideally you don't want them to be taking this angle on you unless you're ready to like one-tap them with the Sheriff, you know? So maybe some form of utility around to stop this. So you had the suck here, but something around here could have meant that you would have had Titan bot. Rossi gets a free kill in there. Especially also if you knew that the Killjoy was out, is there a way to break it with Sova shocks? I don't think that's very good though, because your money's not great. But you did actually force quite heavily here. It's a 3v3. It's winnable. You have a breach stun and a breach flash. So whilst you guys, I think what should be happening here is you've gotten the info here. Surely breach should be around here, right? And he should be like stunning. Or if he is here, he should be stunning across here, right? Gets under heaven, gets the angles that you can't swing, and then breach needs to be pumping a flash. The only problem is I think breach here isn't that great, because he can't do much to help. Whereas I think if breach was leading the charge, maybe you stun under heaven, maybe you flash here, and then one of you jumps around with the flash, kills the Killjoy maybe. These are all ideas I'm throwing out. I know that Kappa had a recon as well. He had a recon about now. So you just shoot your recon kind of randomly and it gets destroyed. Whereas I think you need to combo with the breach and everyone, you know? You're not comboing your util on this retake. You need to, you can honestly take some time to just be like, right, what you've got, what have you got? Let's accumulate our utility. What utility do we have? And then just be like, yo, let's go. You're going to flash here. I'm going to stun here. Recon on my flash. And then maybe you would have found more success with it. But you know where he is. You actually do win the retake. So I think generally that's from a defender side very bad. But it's good that you punish it. I know why. It's because Jett jumped up. I tell you now. I'm telling you now. Free tip. This jump up angle is death. Like, Jett probably got one. Because you guys only had frenzies. But that was all Jett was going to get. I'm telling you now. That jump up angle ain't great. It's situational. Situationally, it could be good with like a flash or like just timing, but generally, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the jump up. So it favored you quite well. Rossi holding the jump spot there, but it gets smoked off. So hopefully you've communicated this mid smoke, because generally what this mid smoke is a short split, especially because it's Astra. It doesn't always mean that people can actually go through the smoke too. But generally, because you're denied all this info, Rossi, you need to be getting over towards A heaven, and breach should be just covering your CT. I think breach could cover CT from here. You could be heaven. Whereas you in spawn, like the best angles for Jett are A heaven and obviously B main, I think. Mid is very situational, but a lot of utility gets used at mid to block you. So I think getting you into a good spot like that is good. I mean, even garden could be an idea, but obviously people would like to flash around garden and smoke you off. So I think heaven's the shutdown spot. You've got breach jump spotting here. Sova kind of playing really passively, so you don't really have too much info right now. Let me just go back, because Sova must be kind of panicking right now, right? He's just droned outside A main. But the drones are only cleared here and Killjoy's turret's still activated. So he must be pretty scared right now. You guys are heavily stacked towards the A site. So maybe it's a retake B, but it can't be a retake B because Sova's on the site. Breach is on his way over now. Another smoke here from the attackers. So I don't think we have any info regarding this Jett, right? Surely you see him. How does this guy not see him? You tucked in like fully. Am I blind? So now we're lacking in the info. So 20 seconds left on the clock. This guy's been here all this time. They've managed to... Oh, the door's shut. Oh, you shut the door. That's funny. Now it makes sense. And the AXX comes out. But because they split on you... So my only problem here is... You've only got, as an Astra... You don't have many stars left. So you've been putting a lot of fake stars in front of this door, which don't make sense. I think you're best off. If this door is shut, you just have 1 star there, 1 star there. And then you smoke. And I think Killjoy's util should be playing with you. Right now, Killjoy's utility is in front of button. But if you're going to be playing button, you need a Killjoy util here to stop them swinging out on you. And Killjoy needs to be jump spotting. So I don't know if he is jump spotting from under heaven, but he needs to be jump spotting that main so you don't get screwed by this person here. And then when he gets a spot, Killjoy could activate his nano, and they can't actually swing on you here and kill you, Golu. Now let's see what happens. So Rossi coming for the heaven swing. Unfortunately misses, but I'm never against a Jet going for that peak, really. I am against the Jet going for that peak again, though. The Killjoy not managing to get a kill here is kind of big. I think if you wanted to go for the peak, Hellranger's got 2 flashes. He could flash for you and then you peek. Maybe. But generally now it's about waiting for the retake to happen. But you kind of get shut down before that. So that's that round over. So my little notes there where the setup wasn't thought out enough, in my opinion. And I think because you rotate like this, it means that you lose all your information. You know, you're rotating like this, so you don't have any info anywhere, and you also had the door shut. So right now, all of this is the attacker's side of the map. You know, even this actually. I guess you shut the door. So the attackers could be anywhere here, and you don't know. And that's a lot of map control, and that's why your rotations were a bit off. In terms of, you just had everyone like running backwards and forth here, like, where are they? So the breach ulti comes in here after the orb grab, and obviously jet knives, the super broken. I think that's fine. I am honestly not against the breach ulti like that, especially because if you can catch them. My only other note would be to make it slightly better, is to have, as soon as they tap, the breach ulti comes in, you just have an Astra suck here, right? You know, you put the star down on the breach ulti and hopefully you'll trap them in the suck so they actually can't escape to around here. You know, that could be quite nice. Let's see how far they get. So the suck comes in here and keeps them here. So it could be an idea for you there. Other than that, I actually quite like that breach ulti. Nice reaction. Very aggressive towards B main right now, this Sova, and I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, he's got Judge. So that's why. So he's playing time here. What's happened here? Because I saw something pop up there. Oh, they nanoed you. Okay, so they nanoed you out. Astra, you just need to play as much time as possible now. Oh my goodness. Ah, oh, he's missed it. So what's happened here for you to lose all this info? Let's go into it. Alright, so you've carried on pushing, you've smoked off the CT, spotted this, and the Sova's just kind of lurked on you here. I mean, it's unfortunate that the Sova's lurked on you. Maybe it's an idea for you guys to clear out the CT or rotate through the CT, but I mean, this one's a bit like nitpicky. There's not a lot that can be done from here. You did get the kills and you wanted to rotate to B because you thought it's a B. I guess my problem was with the Sova being here. But he had a Judge, so I don't have too much of a problem too. But it was a 5v3, wasn't it? Rossi got 2 kills, and it was a 5v3, and now it's turned into a 3v1. So something's definitely gone wrong there in the macro. So 5v3 from here. So they nanoed the Sova. I think maybe there needs to be an Astra star to help Sova get out or something. Like just in case, but other than that, I think there's not a lot to be done from there. I think Sova, they just knew Sova was there for some reason. Now, I'm not entirely sure why they would nano that and why they thought Sova was there. Maybe there's something to do with that, with how you're playing or something. So they got Killjoy ulti again. Surely, if they've had Killjoy ulti, it's an idea to have your breach over towards A. I just realized you have a breach, and breach kaboom just gets rid of this Killjoy ulti and makes your life easy, right? Surely what could have happened is you have 2 in main, like this, you put an Astra Star here, and then breach is on short, and if they kill ulti, you just stun this whole lane, and then kaboom the ulti, which if someone's there, they have to run out of it anyway, and you suck here, right? Surely that's like a better play than what's going on here. You're playing retake with your Killjoy ulti, but they have Sova ulti. So you're kind of giving them a free sight. You do have nano set up though, so let's see how this works. Rossi going for an aggressive mid kill here. I'm never against it, but I mean, he gets a kill. It's risky though going through this smoke, because this smoke, this Killjoy ulti doesn't necessarily mean a main hit. It could also mean short split. And you want to be playing off of your short players, right? So pushing through this could have been quite risky. You've got no info regarding it. Breach has a stun ready. Oh, you have a stun ready for the cat. So you have an alarm bot and a stun setup. It's like a little trap setup you've got going there. Sova on his own towards B. Is Sova playing this correctly by playing here, though? Something to think about, I think. It's difficult for a Sova to spot it. So, you actually didn't manage to do any damage with your nano, and you didn't delay them whatsoever because they had their ulti. So maybe, is it worth putting Killjoy on B, maybe? If you're playing retake anyway? It's hard to know, really. It's hard to know. So, Rossi with the flank gets taken down. Killjoy ulti comes in, but they Sova ulti, so you have to push in now. But by now, they've already set up, so they've got a Killjoy nano for Under Heaven. Oh, you've Astra ultied as well as the combo. I think there's an idea for you to not Astra ulti so soon. You Killjoy ulti now, and then like wait until like 6 seconds, then Astra ulti. Because then these people will be like falling back by then to like here if they haven't broken it, or the Sova actually has ulti. So I guess I'm not against this wall because the Sova will ulti, so you have to kind of take the site now. I guess the overall kind of start of the round I wasn't too happy about, but you are winning this. Sova gets caught out. Not the greatest of recons, I must admit. And then you lot get traded. Yeah, you get traded out. So I think the overall macro of the round was, I think you did the wrong setup at the wrong time. I don't know if you're calling ultis, but I think that Killjoy ulti should be getting shut down. Because you giving them, like, taking the sites is already hard enough against your comp. So I don't know if you want to be playing retake as much, because they have a good kind of, they have the Astra, the Killjoy nanos, the Astra suck. Sky Flash, Sova Recon, and Shock. So, like, I don't know if you want to play retake as much versus them because it is annoying. So you've gone for the what's it called? You've gone for the Vision Strikers with the fast B split with jet knives. I like, or not even with jet knives, just in general. You manage to find a kill, go 1 for 1. Okay, and then you lose another kill. I'm not against a round like this on an eco. I don't know if there's anything better you could do. You don't have any knives, don't have any ultis. At least you're being proactive with your anti-ecos, better than us, I guess. So yeah, nothing against that round. What the hell, you won? The hell? Damn, why not throw in? Right, so the door is slightly broken. They've droned out. It's because they've done this again, man. What is wrong with Damn One? Why do they want to always go heaven? Look at this. Alright, so what do these two A players do? So a little note for the A players. They need to play together. One of them gets picked off, died, holding a terrible angle, and the other one's playing Jenny. Gets droned. Oh my goodness, you ulti him as well. So Skills managed to get 3 kills that round on the flank. So Skills has owned it. Fair play. I won't review that round because I think Damn One must have done something bad there. But fair enough. I honestly, there's not much to review from those ones. I guess Skills kind of saw how many people were outside B and decided to push A main or something, or push up short. I'm not sure. So you got Killjoy set up on B. Passive turret. I think at the start maybe you could abuse the aggressive turret just to get you more info if you're comfortable with that. You have no alarm bot in middle, but that's because you got the turret on this, I guess. So you want to have your alarm bot comboing with your nanos, which I'm not against. They drone back B main anyway. Let me just quickly go back here because Rossi's managed to die. So I think Rossi is a bit aggressive there in my opinion. Killjoy's one off ult. I mean, he just misses, so that happens, you know. I think if you miss though, you doing this jiggle, even though it seems a bit bad. I think then you just ask for you either ask for Astra util here, like to already be set there, so then you can suck, and you just got to get out. I think you going a bit too aggressive there, like losing a frag on defense makes your life miserable, really. Because look at how much map control you've kind of lost, you know. Something to consider. So you guys go for a short push now, and they've just kind of gone out of A main. You can hear them. and then you've got caught off by their threat of them. So I think this round was just an overall butterfly effect of mistakes, really. I think going for the short aggression, you got nice proactivity, but I don't know if it's in the right place, you know? I guess you smoked the main, so you weren't expecting them to kind of go through the smoke. And to be fair, I wouldn't expect them to go through the smoke. But they've done it for some reason. Maybe because they haven't heard the Killjoy. I actually find that a bit mad that they've done that. Did you flash or something? Did you flash off short? I have no idea why they've just walked out of that smoke. But fair play to them. And they get the kills and the win. I always find short mid-round aggression a bit scary, you know? I want to see more combos with the Breach Stun and the Astra Suck, because I think it's quite strong. So, going hyper aggressive on the B main push here. Kind of getting punished there. Oh no, so you go 2 for 2. The A split comes in. Is he droning? Alright, so Sova drones off short. And you've got a Killjoy turret, aggressively in B main now, I think. Yeah, so you got the Killjoy turret getting you information on B main. I guess it's because you're pushing this A, so you think they're all going to go like this. I guess. I think this could have been better. I don't think it was that smooth. And you have bad guns as well. You have a Spectre and a Stinger. It's a bit difficult when you're playing it like this. Doesn't the Breach Stun like cover most of this? You could get like a nice juicy Breach Stun here. Then you won't be able to combo it with the Asher, the Flash though. But I think you might get more value out of it. I'm not sure. Like maybe like a Breach Stun and Sova recon, and Astra's just chilling on B at the start. Maybe. I mean, who pushed? It was Jet needs to push, Breach needs to stun, but then you wanted the Breach Flash to catch them. I'm not sure. Didn't look that smooth though, you know what I mean? There was too many gaps in the push. Like there's too many gaps for them to kind of tuck in and then re-swing you. Too many angles. Alright, so the retake comes in. You're all retaking from CT spawn. They have a little trap set up with the Astra Suck, and then Astra's just holding the smoke. I think you have to kind of split the retake, right? You kind of want to do this, and if you in an ideal world you'd want to do this like on pistol round, but you don't have enough men. So I think ideally you want to be doing this, because if they smoke you off here and if they're just holding this, they have an insane crossfire, and kind of like you can't punish them. You have to wait for the smoke. And when time is against you, it might be difficult to do that. So I think there's a thing that you guys need to practice is your kind of defaults on CT side. I think I've only seen the default once, and it wasn't like it didn't work out because, you know, the Astra was in button. I know she only had a judge. But it'd be because so far a lot of your rounds have been proactive, and that does work sometimes. But I think in order for you to to really improve, you need to have like a default that you can just do every round, and it will get you like the average amount of rounds. And then for anti-strats, you can throw in like the pushes, like these sort of pushes, you know. Ulti rounds, your ulti round was good here. I think that was a good one. You've got ulti again. Are you going to do it again? Could you do it potentially off of the Killjoy turret? So, because now Killjoy's going to be aware that you have ulti. What you could do is like wait for Killjoy to turret here. If she never turrets here, then they probably don't have a main control, right? So then it means that you can use your, because you've used it here, it means that you can play retake on B and then ulti all of the B site. Is that good? And then you have the Astra ulti if you want to keep them boxed in here. Maybe that's a good idea. So the idea could be like you set a breach here, Jet here, Killjoy here, because that would be quite good. Maybe alarm bot here, and Killjoy's playing in market. So turret maybe here, and then Killjoy's in market. You've got Sova kind of getting ready to play retake, so falls back to CT, and then you've got Astra kind of anywhere really. Could be here with the Jet or not. If they turret, you breach ulti, Astra sucks here, but if they don't, then could be an idea for you to push off here and do this flank, you know? And then you have the flank coming in. Breach comes market to meet with Killjoy. So 3 of you push off short. Breach comes market to meet with Killjoy. The ulti comes in, and then you guys make sure you clear out the B main. Maybe that's an idea for this round. That's what I'd be thinking. Like, retake is super strong, and your breach ulti worked last time. And since you have breach ulti again, there could be some value in you doing it again. So you're seeing here the Jets kind of like... You've got super passive setup on A. Maybe it's because they have Killjoy ulti. So because they have Killjoy ulti, your breach should be over towards A again, right? Anyway, because they've Killjoy ulti twice towards A, so surely they want to do it again. But it looks like they're not opting in for the Killjoy ulti, which is funny. But they are going for an A hit. Now, you do have a decent A hit here, with Rossi kind of going for the kill, and then he's going to dash out. He needs to dash out now. Oh my goodness, he actually gets 2. So this is big. So the setup has kind of worked, but Killjoy swung. Maybe they know that you do double bait. Now the breach ulti comes here, but no one's even here to kind of like, what's the word? Utilize it. Okay, but it works out alright. And Astra ulti here. Okay, so you went for like the breach ulti in main, Astra ulti combo on A. I think that's okay, doing this and the ulti. Oh, what? The hell? Oh my goodness. What happened there? So I think overall wasn't too bad. I mean, I had the idea of the breach ulti A, but this round you did win off of the bat of SK Rossi getting those 2 AWP kills. So I think it was okay. You have Killjoy ulti, I think, still. So idea for you to use your Killjoy ulti, but they have Sova ulti, so it's a bit difficult, isn't it, when they always have Sova ulti? So let's see.
Double stack with SK Rossi and skills at that on A. It made people think that SK Rossi was the only one there.
Okay, SK Rossi going straight into wine. You do know that they dog into wine though, so it's quite a difficult angle, and also you just owned them on A, so I think you might... I haven't seen you AWP B main once, and I think it's one of the strongest places for Jet to AWP. You can just get Jet in here, and then your Sova mid-round can just drone your Jet further, right? I think that's like one of the strongest things. Like Sova could come into main and drone from here, and it clears like a lot. Just an idea for you there. So Killjoy playing off of her turret here in the market. Let's see what you kind of do with it though. Jump spotting. You get jump spotted. They spray you out. They have full mid control right now, and you've lost your B main control, but you do have A main control. But it is with the most impactful player on your team right now, as in like the Jet is like has highest impact. Killjoy's managed to just walk out and pressure you. They're B splitting you right now. Oh, this is weird, man. This is a weird round. Killjoy's managed to lurk out here, and you don't have any clue about it. She managed to get that kill. They faked up A short to drag the rotation. You've died, and now they've left short. And now they're like, screw it, we don't have enough time, we have to go A. Rossi's left A main because like obviously the B main people have died. But I think at that point, surely you can't leave the B main, right? Surely, like 28 seconds left on the clock. Killjoy's got here. They've still got Sova though. You peeked up on the short, but you've left control of it now. But Killjoy's giving you all the info, right? Killjoy's like, they're going B, they're going B. But then he should be like, they're going A, they're going A. Right? Killjoy's information should be coming back to you. So surely, I guess you can come here. But I think Breach needs you to cover. If Breach went towards button, he has stun in 5 seconds. He's got caught by this flash. Maybe Breach button. And then Rossi here holding this angle. Breach gets contact. They might not check him. So he runs into here, right? And then Breach gets 1 kill. Rossi gets the A main pick. Instead, Rossi gets the cross here. Dashes. And then the A main guy's already out. And now Rossi has no time. I'm just wondering what the best thing to do is for this round for you guys. You had Killjoy ulti, but they still have their Sova, obviously. Oh, you won! Oh, easy round for you guys. You guys are real.
Good half here coming from both sides. Damwon ending it with a double round lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Looking quite well for Global.
I think the turret was in a bit of a weird spot, right? I think you put the turret there so Killjoy could play here, maybe? I'm not sure. It's an interesting setup. Alright, moving on to attack side. So you only get 2 more rounds, and then that's the end of your kind of game. So fast A execute with the fast recon there. That's quite nice. What's that recon? Super fast. So Kaboom coming in front of button. Jet dash. Takes out the Astra. Not bad exec. But then you just get owned by all this. So I think a way... You have the Killjoy lurking. Is there a way for you to make the Astra lurk instead? Then you can maybe... What Newton used to do was get a nano in this button. You know, they used to nano this from like here. So maybe... I know you want the Killjoy to be lurking, but you're already hard committing to A. So maybe it's an idea just to have the Astra lurk, and then Killjoy comes and nanos this, and then you also have Killjoy for afterplant, and Astra is able to support cross map anyway. So the Kaboom stops the Sky from coming out. You've got a Suck on top of the Jenny to kind of lock down this Astra. Jet also manages to get a kill in Heaven. So is there a way that you could stop the Jet getting that as well? I don't know where your stun goes at the start. You flash at the start here. So you flash there, which is fine. Kaboom. I don't see the stun. Could there be an idea if your breach is like the supporter anyway? He's got 1 stun left. Could it be an idea for him to stun across here? I know it'll get Rossi, and maybe then Rossi's pathing is like through mid site. Hard to know, because obviously that stun will get him, but then it gets the Dawn thingy. I'm just trying to see like what ways you can make it better so you don't get shut down by a Sky pop flashing through and the Jet kind of peeking you off Heaven. Because the hardest thing about A is being able to get out, and if they've got an Astra like sucking you here and smoking you here, everyone except Rossi won't be able to get out, you know? So Rossi makes the space, but because you're stuck, it allows them to get into positions where they can own you, you know? And especially if Rossi dies, then this round is hard over. But even though he got the kill, the round is still technically over, unless this Killjoy managed. That's a big swing from skills there, holy. So this is winnable still. Now you need to kind of work together. Sova's got a recon, and a drone. Alright, so we need to clear out this under Heaven together. So where did Sova recon there? Sova's recon into A main, but you haven't cleared under Heaven. And you know that Sky's playing on A. So I think that was just bad clearing from you guys there, and you both die. That's unlucky. I think there's no point you going and trying to clear back there, even though you put your turret there. I think you just need to get onto the site with Sova anyway, and you play the site together. Let your turret just be the info, if anything.
Once again, Secret being very, very influential in these very high impact rounds.
Alright, here we go. So you've actually forced this round just like they did. You've done the fast smoke middle plus a recon into garden, which I guess clears the kind of like tree area and the garden area, or one of them. It will clear one of them. A fast dash up short compared with the stun. Not a bad combo, but obviously a judge doesn't care about that combo. And then a drone into A main. So nice little set play here. My only problem is you've gone into a fast set play without knowing what setup the enemies are in and whatnot. So Killjoy's just managed to get her turret here. And because her turret's there, Sova's free to rotate, you know. So even if you get the skill on the Sky, Sova might be quick enough to like stop you, because this Astra Suck and Smoke is... Sorry, I've got hiccups. This Astra Smoke and Suck is going to delay the main players enough, you know. So you get a flash. You actually get him. Oh, man, this judge gun is so broken, isn't it? How does he get out? Damn. So you guys come up short. Sky pop flashes round. And unfortunately... Oh, you got 2 there. Nice little nano. Get 2. 1v2. I was gonna say that was. I think you just wait for the jet smoke there.
Eco rounds, although to be fair,
So yeah, that was my only note. Is that you're not getting as much info at the start of the rounds, you know, and against this sort of comp that they're playing, oh my goodness, you're so fast. Damn. Rossi's got his Ferrari on. So it's a fast kind of BXX fake, and then you kind of wanted to get picks with the two lurkers, I guess. If Rossi gets that kill, it does change the round dynamic a bit. It means that these two could get kills, and you probably could like run up short with the bomb, but unfortunately he dies. Probably skip this round, even though you might get this kill. Okay, we'll keep the round because after plant is very important here. So I think your killjoy is way too early there. What do you have? You have an alarm bot. You have turret in 3 seconds. Is there an idea for you to just turret up here? Or even turret on the Jenny. Put your alarm bot in heaven. Because you haven't heard them yet. When you start hearing them, I think you should ulti. Because it forces their play, you know. They either have to kind of push hard. And I think the ulti should go... I mean, if you put it here, they can spray it through the wall. So here's probably the best place, or in this corner here, but they can probably spray it through this wall as well. So you put the ulti in the best spot, but I just think maybe you could have waited longer, because there's still a chance that they can win this round. You do have a nano. Now you haven't put the nano on the bomb, and so we'll see how that kind of works. Kappa gets caught now by the lurkers coming in. So it's on Killjoy to find his pick with his sheriff, and Astra to kind of close out the round. So I think before anything happens, Killjoy should activate his nano right now. But right now, Killjoy's focused on other things. Okay, so he's activated the nano, but it's a bit too late. But it's not the end of the world either. Yeah, and he gets caught out. If you had the nano on the bomb, I think you win the round. That's my only note there. If you're going to use your Killjoy ultimate to delay them, then put nano on the bomb, and I think you win. And then why doesn't Astra just get off the site too, and you just play suck plus nano combo? That could be an idea. If you're all in the main and you're all off the site, you could kill this Sova, and then they'd come in. First you nano, and then Killjoy goes and fights, and then if they tap again after the nano, you suck, and then they can't win the round because you already delayed them long enough with the ulti and the rotations. So just a little thing there, because the nano in heaven doesn't get much value sometimes. It's good if you want to fight here, but you weren't fighting here, so it doesn't really make sense to have it. So smoke here plus breach flash, you actually push through it as well. So you don't know if they're wine or not. They could be wine right now, but you're going for the peak anyway. Okay, so you clear it now. You got Killjoy turret going up here, which clears this. Astra smoke coming here. And then alarm bot here, Astra holding out. So right now you have A main control, and you have mid control. Surely you want to go into A split here, right? You've got a lot of main control. I think this guy going for a solo play here was pretty bad, but I have a feeling Breach did something to help him. Yeah, so Breach must have flashed pizza for you, and then you didn't clear out... Breach must have flashed here, and then you didn't clear out this area, which isn't ideal. You do have a Sova who has a drone. Now, generally, I think you want to use your drone to clear out spots. You don't really want your drone for the executes too much, because you want Sova to be running onto the site with you. So they kind of recon back now. Rossi's been spotted in A main, but has baited the Astra smoke. So now Astra only has 1 star in the choke, which is super good. She'll have to use either... Oh my goodness, Rossi kind of just dashes out on his own with the breach stun. So I just think this is as, like, Rossi wanting to go out, but I think here, Rossi should just bait off of the short players. You guys come out short, make all the noise, Rossi comes in, takes a pick, and then trades out the heaven angles, you know? So I think you got kind of caught out there. Your control isn't... I think you need to be going in a pack if you want the control, you know? You need a... Can't have someone going up middle on his own, because then you can't get the trades off. And if you can't get the trades off, you get no value from a lot of the plays that you make. So Killjoy doing this, you want to get knives. You actually managed to get a big kill on the Killjoy. I guess Sova saved his Odin or bought one. Jet dashing onto site, but gets killed because his smoke isn't great. So I guess Astra should have his smoke stars ready right now. Or Rossi needs to slow down a little bit, you know? Those are my two kind of notes. Rossi missed his smoke, which is big. Otherwise, I think he kills the Sova right there. And then the drone comes out for the rest of them. I just think there's a tempo difference in your team right now. Rossi is either too fast or you guys are too slow. And I think there's no difference with you waiting an extra 2 seconds and just making sure the execute is good. Even if the enemy team knows you're there, like, and they know you're coming, if the execute is good, then it helps quite a lot. However, you will be delayed because they've got the Killjoy Nanos and Suck here anyway, so it's difficult. I think Sova's job on shot darting, I know it's only an eco round, but his job here is to find out where the Killjoy is and break his stuff. You need to be breaking the nanos. If you can break the nanos, it makes their whole hold even, like, it makes them just scared. I actually think you breaking this nano wasn't very good. I think if you should not break this nano. You guys are already out. You've walked out. He hasn't activated it. Whereas now he has information that you guys are out. You know, actually out. So just a little note there.
But the lurk here from Golu could be influential. Pull will delay them time. 30
so
seconds.
Then they recon. You flash the CT and die. Texture must have just killed you white, or he dodged the flash. Alright, so now this is 12 is all they get. 12 is all they get. So recon comes middle. You're clearing out mid control here. No AWP in middle, so AWP is either in B main right now. So Breach, you'd be scared if I was you, or the AWP is in A main. Now you know the AWP is not in A main, so now you're thinking the AWP is probably in B main. Because if mid's clear, short potentially is clear. A main is definitely clear. You have Sova ulti, so maybe there's an idea, because they don't have Killjoy ulti for ages. Do you have a Sova ulti strat? Maybe there's an idea if you have a Sova ulti strat, either on B or A. It's always nice to just have ulti strats, because if they didn't have a Killjoy and they had a Cypher, what's the plan of your Sova's ulti, you know? So you've droned up short. You've got A main control. You pressured off B main with the Breach, with the Kaboom. But once again, like, the drone comes in, but it's just one person facing off of it. You know, I think there's not enough trading going on. There's not enough togetherness. Rossi gets the kill there. He's doing what AWPers do. So Rossi, like, obviously, he can go for these picks, but he's always got someone. He's got someone with him right now, which helps. So you guys can kind of take it chill here. What have you got? You've got one breach flash. So the breach flash comes in. And you actually do manage to find the trade off. You do manage to find the kills there. The execute wasn't the best, but I think you went together and you traded it together and you played together and it worked out. Whereas all the other rounds, I felt like it was like solo plays and whatnot. And on a map like this, it's just good to kind of go together because you can just overrun sites. So Killjoy turret goes outside A. Oh, they recon you there. It's an interesting recon. Don't know how much value it gives. I guess it clears link and middle, so it's not too bad. Let me have a look at that. Do you want a free recon? I'll give you a recon. So he comes there, probably does like a 3-bar. Alright, so anyway, so you guys have got middle now. You smoked off short. Rossi's kind of peeking short with the drone. He wants to peek middle. He's probably going to get killed here. Yeah. So dry peeking into jets is like a no-no in my books. You need to be making sure like something's smoked there. I know you had short smoke, but then you've droned short after the smoke, which means you've got still no information as to where the jet is. Could be here, you know. And this map is AWPers. AWPers love this map, so you need to deny them as much space and control as possible. It's difficult, but it just means that you'll have to use your smokes more and whatnot. Especially because you're not running double information comp, you're running one information. Just a Sova recon, so you have to take your time a lot slower. I think you probably have to smoke this off or get a recon or drone, like even just like a smoke. If you want to smoke short, then you have to drone up here. I think you don't need to drone up short, The reasons why is because you have breach stun. So if your breach was in like here, and you wanted to kind of come up short and face this angle, you could get the breach stun across here, which then counters the AWPer. So then you can peek there, and then either you can drone through the B main, which clears out if the AWP is like facing you from here, and or you drone up here, and then recon onto the site. I don't know. I think there's ways that you can do your utility better. I don't think you need the drone up short. I think that's an old meta. I don't think it's as strong anymore. But you flash this guy off, almost trade him together. Now you actually win this round, so I don't know how you win this, but fair play. Fair play to Kappa and Golu for winning this. Golu or Golu? So the drone comes in. They actually don't know you're in garden or not, so you know that like none of them are here right now. They could be walking into it right now, so let's see what you do with the space. Sova gets spotted. Astra's in his Astral form. Golu's in a really good pause here to catch him off. This is really nice. Really bad from Damwon. Oh my goodness, really bad from Damwon, but nice from you to kind of abuse that. And once again, look, you go together, you kind of just own it, you know?
The ring is his if he can claim it for himself, but Texture is holding
Golu has to get the bomb, so he can't waste any more time in heaven.
Not gonna let him walk on through as his cosmic divide is gonna expire. 10 seconds left on clock.
Oh my goodness,
he does not know he's in Jenny, but
damn.
Makes it happen. A 4-kill for him. Quad, and he
Quad. All right, so this is when you lose. This is how you lose. So I guess you're going to drone up middle this round, and you're going to get picked off. So their Jet AWPer's in B main, which is super strong. Yep, so you drone up middle. Killjoy turrets into A main. So I think generally this is so far so good. No one's followed the drone though, which is my only problem. And did you smoke that middle or did they? So they smoked you off at middle now to deny your info, and because you didn't use the drone, you've got no control. You know the Killjoy turret's in market. They're droning outside A main now. Oh, Rossi just gets ping diffed maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Because you timed the drone quite well there in the B main, but you still managed to die. So it was a bit unfortunate there. The breach ulti into main catches the Jet. That's funny. Don't know if I don't think the ulti is very good. But it is potentially your last round. So I think it's okay.
Especially in this attack, it has been faltering for him. Now intro has a great
yeah, and then you just get kind of owned from the crunch because you don't have a main control. So look, they're all just kind of sitting in. These spots are really good when when the enemy team has a B main control. Sorry.
Great spot to deny this, but Eugene, look at that help from him.
The split is just not there, is it? Astra is a bit spread out. So Astra is like separated from everyone because Astra has to go into Astral form and do all her stuff. So you have to kill the turret, you have to kill the alarm bot. Astra then's like, wait, I need to use some utility. The Sova's like, hold on, I need to also do some stuff. It was a bit disjointed, you know, the ulti came in and you went to clear all this. Oh, what the hell, I got a highlighter now. It was a bit like disjointed. The ulti came in and these guys had to clear here, and by the time that you guys were swinging here, they had here and here, and then your teammates were literally like here, I think. So they had no way of trading. So you just need to make sure that when the splits do come, as soon as you're here, your teammates need to be here, you know, like around, just ready to come around this corner and abuse with you, and you crunch onto this bit together, clear out these angles together, like the stairs and the speedway, get that smoke on CT, someone holds the CT smoke, get a suck here, and then you get onto the site and go together. But I think a lot of the time it's you're clearing. I think you need, I don't know if you need Killjoy in A main as much. I think you should get Killjoy towards B main maybe. And I think start the game, I think B mains, teams tend to go for B main control right now because A main control is kind of easy in my opinion. You do lack a Skye, you know. I think this comp is the best comp on the map right now. I think Skye is super good on this map. Sova is super good on this map. You could see like ideas where you don't have the Sky and Sova. I think a team to look at could be Liquid. Now, they're very, I guess they're kind of basic in what they do in terms of their control. They don't really do much on attack side, but they end up going to group together and they just execute from the mains, you know? They just execute from here. But I think as long as you spread out at the start, make sure you kill Sova's Recon, make sure you know where Killjoy is, maybe abuse some of her nanos. Especially if you watch the team's VOD, you need to make sure that you know, like, oh, their Killjoy likes, when she's B, she likes these nanos. When she's A, she likes these nanos. So I can, like, find shocks for them. And, or if Killjoy has ulti, she likes to play retake. Oh, okay, so we can just go in, and then I can do my shocks on my Breach Kaboom to kind of deny their kind of Killjoy ulti retake. These are all things you should be considering, things like that. If like their Sova has ulti, their Sova plays B, so is there an argument for you to Killjoy ulti A and then contact B, hoping that the Sova might be caught in his ultimate, In order to do that, you need to get the B main control at the start and whatnot, You do lack with abilities to get the control. You have to kind of like flash into places. Whereas like Sky is like more of a dog into places and whatnot, and it gets a lot, and a drone and whatnot. But I think there is a way for this comp to work. We actually used to run a comp like this back in the day. So I think most of our stuff is kind of old school now. But there could be some ideas for you there. Other than that, well, I guess this round's over. Yeah, I think that's all I've got for this game. Hopefully, like, you've managed to pick up kind of what my thought process is, and you can use it for your kind of next games and use it for your practice, okay? Other than that, I think it wasn't too bad. I just think defense, there was a few setups where that could have been tweaked to make him slightly better, and a few game plans, like what is your general kind of hold? Where do you want Killjoy? Do you want her A or B? If she's A, where do you want your teammates? If she's B, where do you want your teammates? What are you doing when they take mid? What are you doing when they take B, A? What are you doing when they take B main? Little reactions based off that, instead of being like stuck in this area, like not knowing what side they're on and whatnot. Your pushes, like the A main ulti push, could it be done better? The A main non-ulti push, could it be done better? When is the best time to push, like for the B split hit here and whatnot? Those are things that you can find out. But I think CT side your attack side needs most of the work because it was disjointed. I just felt like the attack side was slightly disjointed in terms of teammates were all over the place in areas, and we had good control. We just need to group up and go together. If we want to go A, we group up, hit that A split. A split's super good against Astras. Oh, sorry, wrong team. Because Astra loves A main hits, she'll put a star and a suck there and you're like, we're stuck. Whereas like A split, Astra's like, Sky, can you cover that? Yeah, sure, I'll try. Okay, so those are just things to consider. Other than that, have a lovely day and thanks for watching.